Hey everybody, I'm Den Haring. Welcome back to my channel, Fish Den 365, and welcome back to Topwater Tuesday. Today we're going topwater fishing. I want you to come along, show you what we're doing. We're going to be fishing a number of different topwaters. I got 8 rods rigged up, a little over the top perhaps, but we're out here on a Pocono Mountain public water lake, and we're going to see what we can do out here. Come on along, and we'll explain what we're doing while we do it. Hey, before we get back to the lake, if you like the channel and you like what we're doing here and you want to support the channel, hit that like button. That helps support the channel. If you haven't done so already and you're able to, please subscribe to the channel. That also helps support everything that we're trying to do here. And while you're at it, you can hit that bell and that'll give you a notification for when the next video is coming out. Alright, so here we are, and we're ready to fish. One thing that we've noticed is they must have done something for weed control, because there's very little weeds out here. There is some good coontail in front of us, but it's not everywhere, and that's actually a good thing. It'll let us be able to navigate a lot better. Well, we threw that real deal shad around, fishing fast, and didn't get a bite. Nothing chasing it. So we're going to move to a different spot and try a different method. We didn't get anything to chase that down. They may not be in a chasing mood right now. So what we'll do is we'll throw something smaller like a popper and just let it sit and loop it a few times and see if we can get a lazier one to come up and hit it that way. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go with the Shimano World Pop. Look at that. Look at that little flash technology in there flashing. They can just sit out there and do that. See if we can bring some up that way. Good bass. Nice one. Come in here, buddy. He fell for the popper. So we were actually heading back to our vehicle because I forgot my cell phone in there, and he fell for the World Pop. Not a bad fish. Dark. Good jump. He was right along that weed point. It's kind of like I thought, though, in that Maybe they don't want to chase a bait down, but something easy like a popper will chase that down. Got them on that World Pop. It's the only one I have. I need to buy more. They cost, I don't know, 18 bucks or something like that, but they're worth it. These baits are really good. They caught a lot of fish for me already. All right, let's get some more. One fish does not a pattern make, but it could be a sign that he ate that like he did. So we'll see. He ate it good. He had the whole bait in his mouth, just the way we'd like to see it. So after we caught that fish on the World Pop, we decided to change locations and fish the popper some more. And we did, and we caught 2 more bass on the popper. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you because I caught 3 bass on a video that did not render. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna have to check and see why it didn't render. But we were throwing that World Pop. The problem was I had to cover a lot of water to get those bites. And fishing a popper, as you know, is quite a bit slower than fishing, say, a horny toad or something like that. So I decided to try and do something in between, and I started throwing this guy, which is the Reaction Innovations Vixen. And I thought, well, maybe I can get some fish on that. I threw that for half an hour, and I did catch 1 bass on it, about a pound, maybe pound and a half. The other couple fish I caught on that World Pop were also similar size. And then after that, the bass fishing just shut down. The weather changed. It was there was more sunlight when I was catching those fish, and then it got a little cloudier. You can see some buildup of what looked to be thunderstorms in the southern sky far away. And it got kind of weird. It got windier, actually, and the wind started blowing pretty hard. And the fish, they just didn't seem to want topwater anymore. All I could catch were bluegills. It was like and they were eating the poppers. And I also threw a BFS bait. We'll show you that here in a little bit. I was throwing a little Lucky Craft Sammy. I caught a bluegill that went in the weeds on me, and I had a hard time getting him out. He was a big bluegill. The bluegill in that lake are very, very large. And so I caught several bluegill on poppers. That one missed it. I never even saw this one hit. Grab it. Get crappy. It's a bluegill. Not even that big. He's got his dormant now. Bluegill. Get a couple of them down there. On the bait finesse. That's why he took me down into the weeds. Man, what a fish. The size of that thing. Good golly. What a heavy hook. Look at that. Beautiful bluegill. That's one of the biggest bluegills I've caught. That thing is beautiful. Look at that. go. I struggled getting any more bass, so I thought I'd go small. I went to the bait finesse. I thought that was a bass that went up and got it. Well, it seems to be settling down, so we'll put the popper back on and see if we can't get a bass here to end the evening. Another bluegill. So the bass stopped and the bluegill started. This one hit a bigger lure. It's another big bluegill though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's wild. He's wild. He's wild. Got him. Beauty, eh? Some big bluegills in this lake. Bluegills, I call them. One day we're going to go out here and do some bluegill fishing again. We made a video a couple years back, a nice panfish video on bluegills, but we'll come out here and do one maybe this year yet. Bluegill, crappie, perch, they're all big in this lake. Later in the evening, the weather changed again, and it was around 7:45, the bluegill stopped biting and the bass just turned on. And I caught one on the World Pop, but I immediately got the feeling that I should be throwing the top dollar because of the shape of the bait. It was still a good chop on the water from the wind, and I could make a little more commotion with that bait. And so I threw the top dollar on, and it was game on. I didn't get any big fish. I had one nice one that jumped off, but boy, it was game on with the top dollar. They just won it. They just were... from that point on until right when it was time to quit, they were biting. And that's how that lake is. A lot of these Pocono lakes, they're streaky. They go in streaks where the fish just shut down and it's very difficult to catch them. They're shallow water lakes. They're tannic water. They're affected by the weather quite a bit, but then sometimes they'll turn on and you never know how long that's going to last. It could be 20 minutes. It could be an hour. It just depends. Sometimes they're eating all day. But in this particular situation, they were eating when I got there, so I caught a couple. They shut down for a good couple hours, the bass did, and then at the end of the day, boy, did they turn on. And that last 20 minutes to half an hour, they were chewing, and I was in a spot where I knew there was a lot of fish. So I'll have to remember that in the future, because I'd like to go there when they're not chewing and figure out a way to catch those fish, maybe throwing a Senko in the weeds, that kind of thing. So that'll be maybe a video for another day. Hoping we'd get another one on that popper yet before it was all said and done. Man. He thought he was eating his own. Another big bluegill. Oh man, I imagine you can have some fun ice fishing. That's crazy. Good one. Oh, that was the best one of the night. Top dollar. Lost the biggest bass on it. They are chewing right now, folks. Get this guy off so I can get a shot at him. They are really chewing right now. Still in here, still in, and I gotta take advantage of this while it lasts. They're not big, it's not all of them. Some of them are pretty good though. Another one. They are turned on right now. There's a storm. not as big as I thought. They're really taking this top dollar right now. Holy mackerel. I got the right bait, that's for sure. I just have to find some bigger fish. It's clinic time right now, folks. It's clinic time. They are chewing on that thing. Darkness approaches and these fish are still eating. Just don't want to get hooked. Just don't. Time to go, folks.